Ty and Jess wanting no business with Molly has me in tears.
The fact that Molly just people pleases people, did it not piss you off?
I'm not going to put up with that for too long. Zach, I think you should join the bro.
Zach, you don't need to do nothing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, sweetie. I don't even know how many times we can say this season is so good. This season is so good. It is so good. And it sucks because it's at the detriment of a lot of people. And I'm so sorry, Ella. You're going through a lot. It's good TV, though. I can't lie. And I have a lot of notes, so we might be parked here for a good minute, okay? Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Of course, we were left with the decision of whether or not Ruchi or Ella was going to leave, and it was written all over Ruchi's face. She knew her fate was to go home.
We went Ruchi Mol, anyway, boom. And I'm like, fuck, someone's going home now.
Come on, Rooch. We love you so much. I feel really sad.
I did that for my boy, Zach. You're a G. I didn't do it for anyone else but Zach. Zach thinks that I'm not interested in Molly when I am.
Hold on. Park the car right here. Mitchell. This man said, I did it for my boy Zach. You're a munch. You're a munch. And going forward, that's how we're going to refer to you. Because, excuse me, he's out here thinking he's this master manipulator. Oh, yeah, I did it for Zach. But really, what I'm going to do is get to know Molly on the low. And she's going to get to know me. And eventually, we're going to fall in love and run away together. And I'm just like, he's terrifying. And some people in the comments were like, you're not saying enough about Mitch, because like for me, the focus wasn't on Mitch, the focus was on other people. And I feel like I've already said Mitch is scary in previous episodes, but today we're going to talk about how scary he is for real, because then this man is taking his grandmaster plan to Molly as if Molly isn't going to regurgitate exactly what he said to Judas.
I know you've got a connection with Zach. I don't think I'm ready to give up yet.
Okay. I just wish one of the girls picked him, if I'm honest.
I wasn't surprised by Mitchell's plan. I feel like in his head, I done him dirty, which I really understand.
Molly, I know you're not my favorite, but if I was going to give you some advice, it would be to get a restraining order. Get a restraining. As soon as you get out this villa, get a restraining order. This man is scary. Munch is scary. And so essentially, he thought he was going to have this whole like, we're going to have a secret rendezvous, sneaky link situation, and eventually we're just going to fall back in love with each other, even though this love was one-sided, okay? She, on the other hand, was like, I wish he was picked by one of the girls. You see shame. You see shame. Unfortunately, Munch doesn't have any, but he should. He should. This was so embarrassing. Leah obviously knows that she put herself in the middle of a triangle, which is an uncomfortable situation to be in, but Ty is trying to comfort her before Ella came and interrupted.
It was brave, innit? And I rate brave. I was honest and said I'm open. And I've always said to Ella, like, if someone wants to come in, and I'm not fully closed off.
I felt shit because I thought if I leave now, I feel like I left for nothing, because I don't think you have anything with the girl. Feel like you could have anything with her that's like what we have.
Yeah, but I don't know that. That's better.
Okay, well, whatever.
So Ella in this episode is also scaring me just a little bit, but for different reasons than Munch. She scares me because the insecurity is just oozing out of her. And unfortunately for us, the viewing public, when you look at Ella, you wonder, why is she insecure? But the reality is beauty has nothing to do with how somebody feels about themselves. Even if they look objectively attractive, they need to feel it on the inside. They need to have that confidence for themselves. And it seems like Ella doesn't. Or she is confident, but not enough to break away from Ty, right? So she's here saying, I know there's nothing between you and Leah. So if I would have gone, it would have been in vain because you guys don't even have a connection. And I'm like, that is literally irrelevant. It is literally irrelevant. That has nothing to do with you. How does this man treat you, Ella? How does Ty treat you? Whether or not he has a connection with other women is none of your business. Is he doing right by you? No. So then you need to leave. Who cares if he's just stringing Leah along? If anything, that's all the more reason to leave his ass alone. Auntie Shar Shar and Judas are having a conversation in the daybeds, and they feel like they're going in the right direction.
We've sort of just been getting really close, and that's just going in a really good direction at the moment, but I wouldn't let you beg it in any way.
So Molly's quite younger than you. Do you normally go for younger girls?
Nah, not usually, you know. It's ridiculous me saying, like, all right, yeah, I'm completely...
I know, but if you said that, I wouldn't bother.
What is Judas on about, honestly? What is his whole MO? I don't understand. Clearly, he loves anything that's new and shiny. And, you know, whenever he seems like he's getting secure with somebody, he looks elsewhere. He's like, tied down? Ooh, commitment? Don't want it. And it's so funny because when he came into the villa, that was literally his whole thing. And he came in as a bombshell. He could have said, I'm here to step on toes. I'm here to create chaos. That is totally fine. But he's like, I'm here to find my Mrs. Right. I'm looking for my queen, da-da-da. But every time it seems like he gets secure with somebody, he wants to jump ship. Judas, this is so weird. You're so weird. And you had so much potential, but we're not with it. Even his sister on social media is not with it. That's sad. Molly lets Munch know that in this lifetime, in the past lifetime, in any future lifetimes, he don't got a chance.
It's difficult seeing you talk to someone else because I know that I'm better than them. But do you not see that I'm trying harder than he is?
No, he's trying.
Just don't close your book, Mom. Don't do it with Zach. I don't trust him.
One thing I hate, I absolutely detest this, is when men say, you're gonna regret this. He didn't say those words verbatim, but he might as well have. He essentially said, I don't want you to regret this. And I'm just like, same thing. I'm triggered. I was so triggered when he said that because I've heard that before. And I'm like, whether or not I regret it is my prerogative. Don't tell me what I will regret. Like, ew, like I hate that so much. But anyways, she's not going to regret it because she's free from the shackles of your insanity. Like, no, where's the wellness team? Where is the wellness team? Because Munch is not well. In the morning debrief, honestly, everything was standard. We didn't get any new information. So shortly after that, Ty, instead of going to reassure Ella, is going to go and have a conversation with Leah.
Do I not make you nervous?
No, it's nothing against you though. No one makes me nervous.
All right, okay. I feel like you should turn a bit more this way. Don't know why you're looking off in the distance.
Yeah, literally, I could have went home last night, but you'd rather spend the day chatting to her.
Their conversation was pretty basic, but like I said before, what they talk about and what they do is irrelevant. Ella is obviously very irked by this situation, and Ella, as you see him more and more, as he reveals himself to you more and more, it's up to you to decide, am I going to deal with this or am I going to walk away? And I think maybe she thinks because there's nobody in here for her, like maybe nobody's going to come for her. And that might be true. Typically things don't work out in our favor, but Ella, you are a stunning girl. You are a bad bee. You've got a lot going for you. That's not to say Leah doesn't. We're talking about Ella right now. If this man does not treat you how you believe you deserve to be treated, and she does believe it's more, sometimes women don't, but she does believe it is more, then it is your decision to leave. You're not bound here. There's nobody holding you here. Literally, nobody is holding you back. You can go. Judas and Auntie Shar Shar are having this like workout session. And so Molly, I don't know if Molly actually had to pee, but she's like, oh yeah, I have to go to the bathroom. But then after, I'm going to come and join y'all. But then she just ends up lurking.
Feeling it? There we go. Come on. Up. There we go. Last one.
Hey, Zach, you got any spaces left in that class?
Yeah, bro.
Jess, why don't you?
Huh?
Why don't you come?
I don't want to intrude in the triangle, babe.
It's so funny, you can hear everyone's conversations. I literally just said exactly what they said. It's just
What
like...
they say?
Now, I'm not going to lie. Some of the people in the Discord disagree, and that's totally fine. But a part of me was like, now, when you told Jess to come work out, what did you mean by that? What did you mean by that? What did you mean by that? But anyways, I'm going to let it go. I kind of like the beef. And it's so funny that there was a back and forth between Molly and Jess, because really the person who started it was Sami. But Sami, I don't know if he just wasn't loud enough or whatever, so Molly didn't dig further, but he's the one who really started this situation. And so Everybody every season is like, we want a Kaz and Liberty again. We want an Amber and Yewande and Anna again. And I'm just like, I'm not mad at rivalries though. I'm not mad at them. I kind of like the beef. As long as it doesn't turn into bullying, which it feels a little bit like it is. And it's towards Molly, if we're being honest. Everybody is talking about you in a negative way. Like, it can easily turn into bullying. So on that regard, I don't like that for Molly. But do I like that people are actually being real about not liking somebody? Yeah. Because as somebody in the Discord said, in real life, it is unrealistic for you to like every single person you come in contact with. It's just not reality. So the fact that some of the women don't get along and some of the guys don't get along, I'm like, yeah, that's life. And I don't care if I have to live every day looking in your face. I still don't like you. So there's a game, and typically I will put in the clips, guys, but there was so much to write, and it'll take me 15 hours to edit this video. So I'm just going to read it out. Medi thinks that Molly and Judas would make a good couple. Medi's being messy. Messy Medi. Okay. And Whitney was living. Molly thinks that Judas is a catch. Munch thinks that Leah is girlfriend material. Sami thinks that Jess and Leah fancy him. But honey, we need to pause right here and y'all need to look at this face. It was the neck grab and the eye contact. I said, oh, Leah's a bit submissive. And honey, I ain't mad at that because your girl was a little submissive too. But I was like, oh. I clocked that. Ty wants to know Leah more. Auntie Shar kisses Ty. Kisses Ty. Judas thinks that Auntie Shar is all talk because he actually wanted her to kiss him. And I'm like, now here we go again. Molly has taken Catherine's spot and being taken for idiot. Poor thing. Sami got the worst question. We know this question is absolute trash, but it was essentially, if you could build a perfect woman, what 3 characteristics would you attribute to each woman? He said he would have Leah's face, Ella's body, and Jess's personality, and Jess took it like a champ. Good on her. Jess thinks that Judas is two-faced. Whitney thinks that Molly is playing a game, and that one was interesting because in almost every morning debrief, I'm actually going through this pretty fast, guys. Oh, I wrote a lot of notes, but I'm talking pretty fast. In almost every morning debrief or every like post drama conversation, it's Whitney who's sitting in front of Molly. So in the Discord, we were confused. Like, so are they friends or are they foes? Like, what is Whitney just gathering information? So it seems like that's what she was doing. I would agree that, you know what, is Molly playing a game? I don't think so. I honestly don't think that Molly's playing a game. I think Molly just, I don't know if attention is new or if she just loves attention, but it's either one of those narratives. I don't think she's playing a game. I think this is just who she is, to be honest. And then, And then Leah is attracted to Munch, Ty, and Sami. So as you guys know, I've been feeling a way about Sami. But for a second there, he made me forget that I thought he was a sleaze, but he's reminded me.
It's always the quiet ones, by the way. Be careful. She'll be excited that he chose her for face as well.
Pull me for a chat now and again.
Oh, I have to pull you. Not the roles reversed. Are you closed off?
Oh.
Babe, that looks proper flirty.
Oh, fuck off, Sami.
I've got my eye on him. And I can't really pinpoint exactly what it is as of yet that makes him sleazy, but I think it's the fact that he's with Jess for convenience. And the women that he seems to have interest in over Jess, like I said earlier, in one of my videos, I do think that Jess and Molly personality-wise are pretty similar, except for the fact that Molly has more demure moments, whereas Jess has more Geordie Shore moments, right? And so I look at Leah, and Leah favors Molly in the whole demure thing again. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if if Jess is the girl that you'd F around with, but maybe not take seriously for Sami. But that's the vibe that I'm getting, and I don't like that for her. especially since she's actually really into him. And I'm glad that on that terrace, she was frustrated with Sami and not Leah, because Ella could take some notes. The problem is with the person you are partnered with, not the person who your partner decides to fool around with. Speaking of Ella, Ella feels like she is too pretty to be treated how Ty is treating her.
I'm actually too pretty for this. He thinks I'm just weird. Actually hurting my feelings, and I'm not gonna keep letting myself like feel a type of way.
Listen, shout out to us ugly ducklings who had to fight for our personalities, because you learn that at the end of the day, beauty ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because if Beyonce can get cheated on, nobody is safe. If Beyonce, and you might not think Beyonce is the most beautiful girl in the world, but she's the most beautiful girl in my world. If the most beautiful girl in my world can get cheated on, honey, who am I? Who am I? Ain't no I'm too pretty for this. If a nigga don't want you, ooh, well, I already said it. If the man don't want you, he don't want you. And it doesn't have to do with your beauty. Truly, it doesn't. So I'm like, babe, if that's what you want to attribute it to, that's fine. As long as it gets you out of this stupid situation. We're going to stick on Ella for a moment here. Ella, again, takes Leah aside for a chat because she's frustrated about how Ty is treating her. But I'm like, then girl, have the conversation with Ty.
To be honest, I was surprised that you've actually not even tried to speak to me once, since you obviously stole Ty. It's how he's handling the situation. I feel like I'm an option. I don't feel like I'm number one.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? She wants to be number one. And who's going to do that? Leah? No, your man is supposed to do that. Okay? And this is why I said all the things that Ty does and says towards Ella, she should not perceive as flattery. The way he treated Jess in the beginning, that shouldn't have been flattering to her. The way that he's doing this situation now, that shouldn't be flattery. He sat in that bed and pulled her face close and said, "You are my favorite." That implies you're not the only one. I don't understand. And what really upsets me about Ella is I feel like she would be the girl to blame the girl who her boyfriend cheated on her with, rather than the boyfriend. I don't like that. Your loyalty is tied to the man, not the girl. Why you keep trying to talk to Leah? Talk to your man. So after that conversation, Leah is going over to Ty and is like, well, you're going to have to make a decision. And he straight up was like, no.
If you're just here for a fun flirt, like, that's not me. Maybe just go with, like, how you're feeling right now. Like...
Nah. Like, I'm not going to give you this. You know, you said, oh, would you like to answer tonight? Yeah, I hear all that, but I'm not getting...
Would you feel
you're
like...
not getting one tonight.
Like, I do respect the honesty, I do, but this man is so brutal. Like, oh my goodness, he is so brutal. But I also get it. Like, do you want me to say it's you when I don't even know that fully yet? Like, I would rather he say, I ain't got an answer for you, and I'm gonna explore until I do, rather than giving an answer and then having to renege and be like, ooh, I take it back, sorry. Like, no, you wouldn't want the opposite anyway. So I'm just like, yeah, he's a menace. Yeah, he's an F-boy. He's an honest F-boy. But I guess I respect him being like, nah, I can't give you a decision right now. And it's only been what? This is Leah's second full day? I don't know. I don't know. I understand where Ty is coming from, honestly. Pains me to say, but I do. Judas and Shar are, oh, let me say her name properly. Judas and Auntie Shar are trying to figure out where they stand, and she's starting to realize that ain't much going on with Judas.
I feel like it's always me that's like pulling you for the chats, and it's like I don't want to, not like beg it, but it's like I don't really want to be like, because I'm not like that normally. He's not like cheeky enough. Like I need a bit more of like a cheeky chap.
Auntie, you're the mom of the group. I need you to act like it. I don't know why you thought Love Island would be for you. Like, maybe season 8. Season 8 had a good number of mature people in terms of age. There were a lot of 28-year-old, 29-year-old guys. Yes, Judas did just turn 27, but I'm like, you can tell he's not serious. And again, this is another woman saying, I need somebody who's more like cheeky, and Judas is like kind of boring. So I'm just like, So then what's the intrigue, you know? Again, I say with Judas and Molly, after the sexual tension dies, I wonder what they would have in common because she was saying the same thing and he hasn't changed. Speaking of not changing, Ty is having like the last conversation, I hope, with Ella about this whole Leah situation and how he's treating Ella. Child, this is so confusing. And he is playing in her face. He literally laughed in her face.
You're so unserious.
You're still my priority, innit? Like I've always said. I think I've made that pretty clear. All you do is just shout and, like, not shout, but you just grill me.
Stop complaining that every time you talk to me, you argue with me as if it's my fault.
What do you mean?
At this point, you're gonna end up alone because you're just playing with two people and playing with emotions. It's not a fucking game.
Go and crack on
You
then.
fucking people's gonna fucking come in.
Go and crack on then.
Ella, unfortunately, I do have to say, yes, you are a mug. And it's not because Ty is making you a mug. It's because you are allowing it to happen. Allowing it to happen. If there are women who see themselves in Ella, sweetie, this is your opportunity to realize this behavior can be avoided. You don't have to deal with Tyrique. He's great for television, but in real life, he's a menace and you don't have to be tied to him. You can leave. Like literally, you can leave. You have that free will. Please, like, oh my gosh. So anyways, the episode ends with this Jacques lookalike person. And I was like, hold on, is that Jax? Is that Jax? And the people in the Discord was like, no, that's not Jax, but this is one of Paige's exes. Now, if wow, I need to rebraid my hair, huh? If Love Island really did send in Paige's ex, allegedly an ex-fiance, mind you, if I was Paige, I would sue. I would sue for emotional damage because what? Oh my gosh. The producers are on one this season and I love it. I absolutely love it. In the next episode, it seems like the girlies are falling out and Catherine is bucking up a little bit. Can't lie, I'm a fan. I love to see more of Catherine because baby, you're kind of falling to the wayside for me. But anyways, as always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. An announcement for the people who want to join the Discord. The Discord itself does not have a limit. However, the watch parties do. So for the people who keep saying like, oh my gosh, I got kicked out, or oh my gosh, I can't watch the show, don't be tardy to the party because you're going to miss it. So anyways, if y'all want to head over there and talk with us, you can. If you want to join the watch party, you got to be on time. But anyways, as for the YouTube videos, I'll see you guys in the next one.